Recording in progress.
Hi everyone. Good morning, guys. Hello. Guys, I'm audible. Okay, right. So in the last class, we started acid properties, and out of 4 properties, we discussed 2 properties, right? Okay, so these are acid properties, right? So A stands for atomicity, and C stands for consistency, I stands for isolation, and D stands for durability. Okay, and we discuss atomicity. Atomic is nothing but single. So that means the entire transaction will take place as a single transaction, will be executed, or nothing will be happen. Okay, either all a statement, that means the entire transaction either success or fail. That is what we discuss atomicity. Second one is called as a consistency. So consistency means what we said here. The database must be consistent before and after transaction. So before transaction, whatever the information will be maintained by database. After transaction also, your output, that means your database information will be so consistently, accuracy maintained. So that is consistency we discuss. And the next one is called as isolation. Isolation is nothing but what now? Multiple transactions are occurred independently without interferences. So that means whenever you want to do multiple transactions, every transaction is a independent. Every transaction is a independent. That means one transaction will never interference into another transaction. For example, suppose what it was happening. Suppose X user, okay. So nowadays we have here like a joint account we know. So we know that joint account, right? So what does it mean by joint account, guys? What does it mean by joint account? Any idea? Joint account means any idea? Yeah. So joint account means what now? The 2 people was going to be having this. Okay. For example, see like X, okay, and like Y. The 2 people are going to be using, okay, your joint account. Okay, X comma Y. So now here, for X user, maybe like the relation like father and mother, father mother, otherwise father son, otherwise father daughter, other son mother. So any relation, okay. So the two people having the same account number. So that means same account number is using by two people. So X and Y. Okay. Now, so what it was happen, guys? Yeah, suppose we have a joint account, right? Suppose we have a joint account. So in joint account, for the example, for X is a father, for example, and Y is a son. Okay. So X is a father, Y is a son, and these two people have a joint account. So now tell me, guys, here, suppose father is going to be doing the operation is deposit transaction. He was going to do it. He was doing which transaction now? Deposit transaction. And in the same way, that means in the same situation, on the same day, same time, suppose the son was going to be doing the transaction is like withdraw. Okay. So now tell me, guys, here, these two people at a time on the same day and same time, they can do the deposit and withdraw transaction independently. Yes or no, guys? Is it possible? Yes, definitely. Yes, definitely. So we can do it that. So X person, that means father, can deposit the money on the same day, same time. Y person, they can withdraw money. So that means the both the transactions are successfully done. So why, sir, both transactions successfully done, and why one transaction will not interference into another transaction? Because of reason, internally databases will maintain isolation property. So isolation property advantage is what now? Every transaction will see and will consider as an independent transaction. So one transaction will not affect on other transaction. So this is one advantage of isolation. Okay, isolation means what now? We can do multiple transactions, but every transaction will be independent, and every transaction is independent, and one transaction will not be interference into other transaction. Okay, now, so these two things are happening here. So that's why whatever the transactions the customer and people are performing. So nowadays you can see so many transactions are we are performing through our banking sector, through our any IRCTC or else Plsql, Amazon. So websites through these websites through so many customers, different transactions are going to do, but every transaction will be independent. We call it. Okay, now so in such a way that transactions will be maintained by databases with the help of with the help of what now? Isolation property is one of the property here. Okay, that is what we called as a isolation. And the next one is called as the last property is what now? Durability. So durability is nothing but what now? The changes of successful transaction occurs. The changes of successful transactions occurs if even if the system failures are occur. So what it mean? Okay, what it mean here? Generally, for example, sometimes what it was happen, we are going to be doing transaction, right? So when we are going to be doing transactions, okay, suddenly some system failures are occur. Like for example, nowadays that kind of situations we can see it. Suppose we are using Wi-Fi. Suppose at a home, okay, we are using what now? Wi-Fi. So in this Wi-Fi, what it was happen, guys, here, suddenly when we are doing some transaction, okay, transaction means one operation we are doing that. Suddenly your Wi-Fi will be network will be loose. So what it was happen in between transaction, so your Wi-Fi any disturbances occur, what happened? The transaction will be fail. So when transaction either success or fail, okay, either success or fail, okay, that means when you're doing transaction, in between the transaction, suppose your Wi-Fi network is problem, otherwise your mobile suddenly shut down because of reason charging is not there. Yes or no? So some any other abnormal terminations are occurred, but that will be not affecting your transaction. that will be not affecting on your database data. Okay, so either you are doing some transaction, but in between transaction, if any system failures are occur in between transaction or while transaction, if any system failures are occur, but that effect will not go to your database data, and whatever the data we have in the database, the data will not be affected. The data is showing accurately even though any system failures are occurred while transaction is going on, but still your database information will not be changes. That means any effect will not happen. So that kind of way the maintenance was going to be done by DBMS or databases by using of durabilities. Okay, no? So these are the ACID properties, guys, here. So internally, by default, every database management systems, okay, is going to be maintained. Okay, these are by default. That's why whatever the transactions we are performing, okay, through the database, okay, so every transaction will be why it is a accuracy, why it is a consistency. Okay, means this is the reason behind that. Okay, no, right? So these are is a part of transaction control language. Okay, is a part of that. This ACID properties. Okay, no, right? And the next one is what the next the new topic, guys, here, and this is also very important topic for us. That is called as what now? Subquery, or we can say nested query. Subquery, or we can say nested query. So you see what is subquery. Okay, what is subquery and how many types of subqueries are there? What are those? Okay, now so this is all we will be check out this. So let you see subquery simply how we can define your subquery means. So we all of you know this, I think so. The definition. So a query inside okay, a query inside and other query is called as okay, subquery or nested query also we can say. So a query inside another query. A query inside another query is called as what now? Subquery. Okay, no? Right. So the subquery syntax, how we can go to define here the syntax first. So let's start from table name. So where condition of select start and okay. Now, so this is what we called as here. Okay, subquery syntax here. So a query inside another query, a query inside another query is called as what now? Subquery. Okay, now this is the definition and syntax. But in this subquery statement, carefully observe, there are two queries are there, like select a star from table name, where condition up to this is called as a outer query. And this is internally whatever the query we passed here, this is called as a inner query. So outer and inner, the both queries we have it in this statement, right? Now, so when it was having outer and inner, so can you tell me, guys, here, for example, when we have a single query statement, we have it here. So there is no confusion that, okay, the query will be executed, okay, single query, the query will be executed, right? But when we have a multiple queries, when we return in the single line statement, so which query will be executed? Okay, first, like subquery in subquery statement, first inner query is executed, later outer, otherwise first outer or later inner. So this kind of confusion is there, or this kind of confusion we have it here. So when we have a single query statement, so we don't have any confusion because one query is executed. But when we have a multiple queries are there, okay, in the line or in the statement, then the question is which query is executing first? then the question is which query is going to be executing first. So that is what it was telling us. Okay, now, right. So now we can come out and see. Okay. So by this reason, what the people was did here, as per execution of subquery. Okay, as per execution of subquery, it again, okay, classified into two ways here. Classified into two ways. So first one is called as a, carefully observe, non-correlated subqueries. Non-correlated subquery is the first thing. And second one is called as a correlated subquery. Correlated subquery. So non-correlated and correlated. So these are the two ways, two categories. Again, the people was going to be classified here. Okay, based on as per their execution process. As per their execution process. Okay, now. So that is what it was. And let me see, guys, here. The non-correlated, correlated definition is observed for the so non-correlated, what it was happening in this, okay, mechanism. Okay, first step. Okay, first step in this. First inner query is executed, guys. Okay, in this situation, the first inner query executed. Inner query executed. This is first. After that, later, okay, outer query execute. Later, outer query execute. Okay, so this is okay when first inner and later outer. So this mechanism comes under non-correlated subquery we call it. Okay. In the same to same, the second one is called as a correlated. Correlated subquery is quite opposite of your non-correlated. So in this first step, executed outer query. Okay, outer query executed first step. And later it executes what now? Okay, later it executes what now? Inner query. Okay, now? So this is the execution process of a subquery. So subquery, we can't say exactly first inner, later outer, first outer, later inner. We can't say exactly because there are two mechanisms are supported by your subqueries. Okay, now? So in non-correlated is a one mechanism, first inner query, later outer query. And correlated is one more mechanism, first outer query and later inner query. So like this, the two ways executions process will be supported. Okay, right. And now these are the type categories of your correlated and non-correlated. Okay, so first let me see the non-correlated subqueries. What are those? How we will be use those? Okay, let me check out. So first of all, check out here non-correlated subqueries. So non-correlated subqueries. Okay, what we said first inner and later outer. Okay, so that is the nature and execution process of non-correlated. Okay, but in this non-correlated subqueries, we have some types. Okay, what are the types here? The first one we call as a single row subquery is the first one. Second one is called as a multiple row subquery. And the third one is called as a multiple column subquery. And fourth one called as a inline view subquery. Okay, inline view subquery. So these are the four types of the subqueries again comes again under non-correlated category. Single row, multiple column, and inline view. Okay, right. So what is that? Let you see one by one. So single row subquery. What is single row subquery here? Observe. Single row subquery is nothing but that means when we called our subquery is a single row subquery. Okay, now So single row subquery, when we call our subquery is a single row subquery means here observe. So when we, or else a subquery return when a subquery return a single value, a subquery return, okay, when a subquery return a single value, so is called as a single row subquery. So here the just identification of single row subquery, how we want to identify this is a single row or multiple column, how we can know that. Okay, how we can know that means only the thing is what now, when your subquery, whatever it was there guys here, so when your subquery is returning a single value, for example, then it is called a single row. Suppose your subquery return more than one value, okay now, for example subquery return more than one value, then it is called as a multiple row subquery. Okay, so internally your subquery return values basis we can classify it is a single row or multiple. Okay now? So a single row means single value only returns, there is no other chance here to returning more than one value, it's not possible also. So that type of subquery is called as a single row subquery we call it. Okay, right. And in this single row subquery, which kind of operators we can use when we comparing purpose? Okay, when we comparing purpose, which type of operators we are using means here the few operators are there, and these operators only we can use. Okay, that's what we can use the following operators. Okay, we can use the following operators. What kind of operators are we are using means equal operator, less than operator, greater than operator, less than or equal to operator, greater than or equal to operator, or not equal to operator. Okay, right. So other than these operators, we cannot use any other operators. Okay, na? So equal, less than, greater than, less than or equals to, greater than or equals to, not equals to. Other than these operators, we can't use any other operators. Okay, because of reason we said single row subquery return how many values? We said single value. Single row subquery returns how many values guys? Single value. So single value means compulsory whenever we are comparing with the single values, whenever we are comparing single values, compulsory these are the operators, these are the operators. Okay, we can use. For example, suppose you have any confusion was there, so let us see, I will give one small example. Okay, right. For example, I'm taking here x. Okay, can you tell me guys here if x is equals to, I'm passing like 10, this is one declaration and one initialization of your values. X is equal to 10. In the same pattern, same x is equals to, suppose I declare like this 10, 20 and 30. Okay, so in this two declaration, which one is right guys here? First one or second one? Come on guys, which declaration is correct? First or second? First one. But second one we cannot. So this is a wrong declaration, this one. This is wrong declaration. In the same to same, suppose I just give it here. X less than 10. Okay. And suppose if I'm giving here x less than, okay, 10 comma 20 comma 30. In this declaration also, can you see guys here, which one is right? First one or second one? Okay, first one. So here also, this is correct declaration, we can compare like this. But we can't write x less than 10 comma 20 comma 30. It's impossible. We can't compare this one. Okay, na? So this is wrong declaration. So by seeing of this example, what you understand, guys, here, equal operator, less than operator, greater than operator, less than or equals to operator, greater than or equals to operator, not equals to operator. These all operators are we are going to be using to comparing only one value comparison purpose. We can use it, but we can't use or we can't compare multiple values. Okay, na? So that's why your single row subquery also return a single value, right? A single value, and this single value comparison purpose we are using these operators. My point is clear now. This is what, okay, right? That's why we can't, other than these operators, we cannot use any other operator here. Okay, right. Let me see one small example. Let me go for examples one by one. We will see. Suppose I'm going to writing a query. Write a query. Okay, write a query to to display employee details, who are earning who are earning the first highest salary, who are earning the first highest salary. Okay, na? So this is one question idea. So what is the question here? So I want to display employee details who are earning the first highest salary. The first highest salary. Okay, na? So that I need to find out. Okay, now let me see, guys, how to write a subquery. Let me see. And the first thing is what it is. Suppose when we doesn't know, for example, we are a learners or we are a fresher, yes or no. Sometimes what happens, some students or some people they can't directly write a subqueries. That means they don't know how to write a subquery. Otherwise, they have some confusion. Okay, so in such a cases, what we want to do, guys, here simply one just logic I will tell you. So whenever we don't know how to write subquery directly, so directly how to write a subquery when we don't know, so in that level what we want to use, guys, here, okay, we just split your subquery like this, and it is a simple formula. Observe the solution is what now. Okay, so first of all you have to think subquery, we said it's nothing but it is a combination of outer query plus the combination of outer query plus inner query. This is actually the subquery statement definition we called. Okay, now this is what. So now what we want to do, guys, here. Okay, generally we know queries how to write. We know the queries already. We discussed SQL queries, the DML queries, the DQL queries, DDL queries. We discuss. So queries we know queries we know how to write, but maybe we have a confusion to write a subquery, but we know how to write a query. Okay, then what we want to do, guys, here in this subquery statement, first whatever the two internal queries are there, outer and inner, okay, this both you have to split now. So after split here and individually you have to write. So first what we want to do, guys, here, step one. Okay, so first we need to write the inner query. First we need to write the inner query. So inner query, first we have to write down, because simplest way to writing subqueries. So first, whatever your requirement is, guys, here, write a query to display employee details who are earning the first highest salary. So who are earning the first highest salary. Here my main key statement. What is my key statement here? I want to display employee details. Okay. I want to display employee details. Okay. Which employee details I have to display? Who are earning first highest salary. Okay, now who are earning the first highest salary. Now just think it. So before you want to displaying employee details or finding employee details, first what we need to find out means here we need to find out the highest salary we need to find out. And that too, okay. First we need to find out what now highest salary we need to find out. And we all of you know, guys, tell me if I want to find out highest salary from a table, what is the query, guys? What we want to use? Yes, max. We need to use what now? Max function. Okay, to know my highest salary in a table. So compulsory we are using what now? Max. So let me come back. Let me come back now. So how to write here? First you have to select max of salary from EMP table. That's it. This is simply inner query. This is simply inner query. And now when I'm executing this inner query, what it will happen in your EMP table? What is your maximum salary? That a maximum salary, for example, 5,000 is the maximum salary. For example, just assume. So 5,000 is a maximum salary. Okay, so that will be written by your inner query. Okay, so we find out. So we find out the maximum salary 5,000. Fine. Later come to second step. Now what we want to write in the second step? I need to write the outer query. I need to write an outer query. Next outer query. What is my outer query requirement here? Display employee details. So here we find out. Here we find out highest salary, how much in my table that I was find out by using of inner query, select max of salary from EMP. And the second one is what now? I need to display employee details. So whose employee details? Who are getting first highest salary? Those employee details I want it. Who are getting the first highest salary? So those people I want it. Understand my point now? Then what we want to do? Now tell me, guys, simple I'm asking. If I want to display employee details, what is your query? Come on, guys. What is your query to display employee details? Yes, compulsory. So now, generally, when we want to display employee details or any table, if I want to display, what we are writing like simply select star from EMP table. Select star from EMP table. That's it. I want to display employee details. So select a star from EMP. But when I'm executing select a star from EMP, tell me, guys, here what it was happen. Entire employee details are displayed. That means in your EMP table, how many number of employees information is there? The complete information is going to be displayed. Yes or no? The complete information is going to be displayed. Okay. But tell me, guys, here we need to display all employees data or a specific employee data. As per my requirement, I want to display all employee details or a specific employee details. Come on, guys. Yeah, specific employee details I wanted. So specific means what I want to do here, how to display a specific row, what we are using. Any guessing? If I want to display a specific row data from table, what we need to use? Yeah, definitely where clause. So here also I need to use, guys, here where class I have to use. So where class, and here I need to write a condition actually. Where class, here I need to write a condition. Okay, na? Right. But your condition is what? Means it's depending on your question. First highest salary I want to display. So that means here my condition is where salary is equals to. So what is my first highest salary in the table? What is my first highest salary in the table in as per your inner query? 5,000. So here 5,000 if I want to write, for example. When I'm writing 5,000 to executing, then what happened, guys, here? So who are getting the first highest salary? Okay, now who are getting the first highest salary? So the person details, we got it. The query will be executed, select a star from where salary is equals to 5,000, right? Now, where salary is equals to 5,000. So which employee salary is 5,000? That employee data displayed. Okay, that is what internally execution of query. But tell me, guys, here in my table, what is maximum salary that we knows? Tell me, guys, that we knows? No, we don't know. So yeah, the point is very important. In my table, whatever the data we have that we don't know, how many employees are there, we don't know. Okay, now. So how many employees are there, we don't know. Whatever the data was there, we don't know. So without knowing the information about the table, okay, subquery advantage is what now, guys, here? Without knowing the information about your table, we want to do some operations. We want to do some database operations so that we can do by using of subqueries. This is subquery advantage. Without knowing the information about the table, okay, now we can write a queries. Okay, fine, but we don't know exactly in my table, in my EMP table or any other table, what is my maximum salary? I don't. Okay, what is maximum salary? I don't know. So that's what we want to do. This 5,000, I don't know. Okay, I don't know 5,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 or 15,000. I don't know maximum salary. So that's what it was happening, guys. Here, whatever your 5,000 I written, for example, this 5,000 actually we don't know directly. 5,000 we don't know highest salary actually, but this 5,000 maximum salary to finding purpose, which query I written? Come on, guys. This 5,000 rupees is the maximum salary. How I was find out here? How I'm finding here? By using of inner query. By using of inner query, we are finding what is our maximum salary in this table. So that's why here 5,000 I can't directly write because 5,000 I don't know directly. 5,000 how I knows? 5,000 is the highest salary or is a maximum salary in a table. How I knows? I knows with the help of inner query. Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? The 5,000 rupees is a maximum salary in EMP table. How we knows? We knows based on or with the help of inner query. So that's why 5,000 we can't directly write. That's why 5,000 we can't directly write. In place of 5,000, what we need to write, guys, here? Inner query should be right. This is what? Because the 5,000 value we achieved with the help of inner query. Okay, now so that's why inner query should be take in the condition. In which condition? In where clause condition. In which condition, guys? In where clause condition. So in where clause condition, we need to take a inner query. Okay, that I stop it here. Next step number 3. Now what we need to write finally, I need to write a finally subquery. But subquery is nothing but what we said here. It's a combination of a inner query plus outer query. So this is actually the combination. So whenever you want to combining inner and outer, whenever we are combining inner and outer, then it is called as a subquery we call. Finally, write down your subquery. What is my first inner query? See, what is your first outer query now? Outer plus inner. Okay. First you have to write outer query. What is my outer query? Select star from EMP where sal is equals to up to here outer query. Sal is equal to what is my inner query? What is my inner query? Select max of sal from EMP and close. So now what I did here, first inner and outer separately I written. After that, the both are I'm combining together. So inner and outer separately write down first, later combine together. Then your subquery will be formed. Understand my point? Then your subquery will be formed. Okay, now. So this is easiest method, guys, here. So how to write subquery? This is the easiest method when you have to practice like this. The first 1 or 2 days, you have to practice like this. Inner query separately write, outer query separately write, and later combine. So when you are doing like this at that practicing level, then you can easily understand that how the subqueries will be right. So 1 or 2 days, if you practice like this, and after that you will get some idea. So based on that idea, then you can directly write your subqueries. Okay, now? So this is what it was going to be happen, guys. So same thing that we see, we will get some explanation. Okay, now this is our table. So whatever it was there, this is our table. But this table I'm showing to you just for your understanding purpose. I'm showing this table. Okay, no? Right. So first what I did in this table to find out your maximum salary. So then we are writing query like this. And we all of you know this how to write. Okay. So select max of salary from EMP. Okay, we written. And it written 5,000 rupees. So how much as per your table? The maximum salary, that was it. Okay, now? Right. So max of salary 5,000. Then what I said, okay. Then outer query, what I'm saying here, select the star from EMP. Suppose if I'm writing like this, so select the star from EMP means what happened? Entire table is displayed. Entire table is displayed. But we don't want entire table now. What we want is specific person information. So where salary is equal to 5,000 rupees. I can write. So the salary is equal to 5,000 rupees. But your problem is what now? This 5,000 rupees we don't know, right? This 5,000 rupees, how you achieved here, how you knows this 5,000 rupees means with the help of a select query. So with the help of select query only, we knows that your highest salary in the table. Okay, now my point is getting now. So with the help of your inner query, we knows that highest salary in my table 5,000. Okay, now so that's why 5,000. How you knows with the help of subquery or inner query. Okay, so that's why we can't write it directly like this. Okay, right. Then what we want to do, sir, means you have to write like this. Select a star from EMP. So where Sal is equals to that 5,000. How you achieved the 5,000 rupees by writing of select the max of salary from EMP table. So now this is inner query. Okay, first inner query is executed and returning some value. Okay, and later outer query. But in this inner query means this is what we call as internal query or sub query also you can say. So this inner query, can you tell me guys, this inner query returns, how many values returns inner query? Single value or more than one value? Single value? Yes. Now understanding now. So now your inner query, how many values are returns? Based on that, either it is a single row or multiple row, we can decide. Okay, now your inner query returns only one value. So that means I can say it is a single row subquery. Single row subquery, which operators are using? Equal, less than, greater than, less than or equals to, greater than or equals to, and not equals to. So that is these operators as per your condition, as per your query requirement basis, which will be useful, equal operator useful or less than operator or greater than operator, that we have to decide. Okay, na? Right. But in this example, we need a equal operator. So that's why I'm using equal operator to comparing 5,000 rupees. Okay. Then the 5,000 rupees people will got. My point understand? Na? So the 5,000% details that we got it. So this is the way simply can go to write a subquery, guys. Okay. Let you try, guys, one example. I will give it on the same pattern. Okay, let you try this example. Let you try one more example I'm giving now. With the same pattern, I'm not changing. This logic will be remaining all are same. Write a query to display, the senior, okay, the senior most employee, details, okay, from EMP table. Can you try this, guys, here? What is my requirement? To display senior most employee details from EMP table. So see how I was using the 3 steps here. Okay, if you have any confusion, so as just follow and tell me. Senior most employee wanted. Take a time, 3 minutes of time. So all of you try it, whether it is right or wrong, we will discuss. But let you try as per this solution, as per this mechanism. Okay, how I was we written step 1, step 2, step 3. As per that, just find out senior most employee details in my EMP table. Come on, guys, take a 3 minutes of time. I will give 3 minutes of time, right? Try it, all of you, try it. Don't miss. Don't miss. Write down. Right, whether it is right or wrong, we will discuss later. No. So last 1 minute. Last 1 minute. Okay, complete now. Yeah. First of all, simple thing is what now, guys, here. Here we are asking solution. First, what we want to do, first we need to find out who was joined the lowest date. That is, lowest means what? Minimum date. So what is minimum date in my table? First, we need to find out. Okay, now what is our minimum date? So why, sir, minimum date we want to take? Why not maximum? Some people thinking maximum. Because senior most means some people thinking maximum. But here, when you're comparing to senior and junior, the values how you can compare means with the lowest value and highest value. For example, a 2019 batch student and 2020 batch student is there. These are the two batch students are there. Now tell me, guys, here in this two students, 19 and 20, who is a senior? Yes, 2019 batch student is senior. So that means lowest value is represented senior. Highest value is represented junior. Okay, na? So here who I want it? Senior. So that means lowest value. Lowest value means which function? Min function. Highest value means which function? Max function. Understanding? Na? Highest value which function? Max function. Okay. So min and max. So here I wanted senior, right? Now let me see how to use here. First we have to finding the lowest date. Select min of which column in my table? Higher date from EMP table. So what it was happen, guys? This is inner query. So by using of this inner query, we are finding. Okay, by using of this inner query, we are finding the lowest higher date in my EMP table. Okay, that we are finding. Okay. Then after outer. So simple outer. Select star from EMP. Var. What I want to use, higher date is equal to inner query. What is my inner query? This is my inner query. So I just take this inner query. I just take this inner query. Now I'm passing here. Okay, fine. So this is what we call simple, right? Let you come out. Same thing. First, I need to find out here the min of a higher date. Okay, from EMP table. What is the high date here? Minimum high date 17 December 1980. Okay, can you come out and see your table? This is my table. Which is lowest here? Minimum high date is what now? 17 December 80, right? Okay, now right. So minimum high date. And again, tell me your inner query written. How many values written? Single value or more than one value? Single value, right? Now let me write outer query. Select star from EMP where higher date is equals to select min of higher date from EMP. Okay, now so senior most employee, we got it. Okay, now so who is a senior here? Smith. Smith is a senior most employee. Suppose I need to find out here junior. Junior means where I want to change, guys. Max function. Simple. If I wanted junior means I don't want to change anything. Just here itself, I want to use a max. If I'm using max of sal from EMP, what we are writing, max of salary, higher date, no? So max of higher date. So junior employee, so 83, he was a junior. Okay, right. This is senior and junior, you can find. Let you try one more example, same to same. Write a query to display employee whose salary is more than the maximum salary is more than the maximum salary of salesman. Okay, can you try this? I want to display employee, okay, whose salary is more than the maximum salary of salesman. So let me take the 3 minutes of time. Come on, guys. Take 3 minutes of time and now write down. So I want it more than maximum salary of salary employee, salesman employee. See, this is your table. Just consider your table and write down. Here I'm asking more than. More than means which operator? First, what I need to find out here? First, what I need to find out? Maximum salary of salesman job. That is first priority, right? Find out what is the maximum salary of salesman. The last 1 minute. So greater than I'm asking. More than means greater than somebody is using equal operator. Don't use equal operator, guys. Okay, now right. Now let me tell me, guys, here. Okay, let me tell me. First, what we need to find out here. First, we need to find out here maximum salary of a salesman job, right? Now, how to write here? Select max of salary. Select max of salary from EMP. So my condition is for now where the job now the job is equal to salesman. Job is equal to salesman. So this is first one. So salesman job highest, that means in salesman job, what is the maximum salary is there? The 1600. The 1600 is written, but here also your sub-query written single value, guys. Understanding now? Your sub-query written single value. Now let me find out. Now outer query. What is my outer query? Display employee details. Okay. So where what I want to do with salary, which operator you have to use greater than? With salary greater than of. Now what I have to do? Inner query. What is inner query? Select. So max of salary. Max of salary. From EMP. From EMP. We are using where? We are using where? But job is equals to, what is the job is equals to, guys? Salesman. The job is equals to, okay, na? Fine. And now we can see salesman spelling is mistake, no? Okay, we can see. So now here observe. Salesman salary is 1600, right? Salesman salary 1600. And now we can see. So the employee who are the employees are there. So these employees salaries you can see 2450. So 2450 is a more than 1600, right? Like 2850, like 2975, like 3000, 3000, 5000. So these are the people. Okay, these are the people. Their salary is more than 1600. Is more than 1600. Okay, now. So this is okay. One more example of your subquery. This is one more example of your subquery. Okay, now, right. So like this, see in the three examples. When you see in these three examples, the three examples, if you identify your subquery always returning what now, guys? Here, single value only returns. Okay, now the subqueries are written only single values. Okay, now right. So, but more than one value we cannot see anywhere. Okay, now right. So like this. Okay. So like this, we will go to find. These are some examples. Now you get some idea of what is single row definition. Understand now, right? And some more examples, guys. We will see in tomorrow's session. Okay. Some more examples on your single row subquery. Okay, now right. Thank you. Thank you so much.